me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
All right, welcome back to Wind Tunnel TV. Tonight it's the Raid Furniture Mart Late Model Tour as we head to the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway, here for the second race of the season. It's the Scooters Hee-Hut 150. I'm Dean Doucette, joined in the booth, as always, by Mr. Baron Labosco. Baron, the Hee-Hut. We're familiar with the Hee-Hut.
Yeah, model makers, be aware. The Hee-Hut is available right there. Go check it out, Hee-Hut on Facebook. Pretty cool stuff going on right there. But what's even cooler, Dean, we're at Bristol, and I love Bristol Motor Speedway. This is, like you said, the last great Coliseum. We got 12 drivers on the field tonight, ready to do battle in this Coliseum. Two lines will be present. There will be a high line. There will be a low line. And these late models love throttle. So you're going to see a lot of speed tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to see a lot of speed out here. And with the smaller field, there are some positives. A positive is we'll probably have a lot of green flag racing, which brings us into possible pitting and strategy under green flag conditions. Baron, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's tricky. So, Dean, there's two entries to pit row on Bristol, and for any of us that have gone iRacing in the past, I can tell you I've missed it more than one or two times. So, if these guys did some practice tonight or in previous days, pit strategy is going to be part of where do I enter and where do I exit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been on the radio to my crew chief saying, where, many times here at Bristol, trying to find that entrance and get in the right one. Hopefully these guys do a little better job.
Yeah, we hope so too. So interesting stuff, but I love Bristol. This is going to be a fun race, Dean.
Absolutely. It will be here. Look in on these points. Those are old points, Barrett. It's only race number 2. Let's reflect a little bit on race number 1. That was the Coles. Just like the good old days, it was a coal sweep.
Yeah, tri-cold, squared, powered, whatever you call it there. They finished 1, 2, 3 with Brian taking the checkered flag last week. So really cool to see the Coles, rising up to the challenge. But this track is unique, Dean, and I think we get a different winner tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a tough bet, betting against the Coles, Mr. Baron Labosco. I mean, I don't know. Maybe get some comments on YouTube about that one. But, you got to like some other people. There's some people out here getting hungry, haven't won in a while. Maybe someone like a Lem, or even how about Caleb Dyer, Baron? This guy's been itching to get up there and get one of these wins.
He sure has, and and taking the field isn't such a strong bet either. Dylan Connor's in the field, Bo Ledbetter's in the field, Colin Kennedy's in the field. Austin Miller can win anytime he decides he wants to sometimes. So this is one of those tracks where if you really like Bristol, you're going to be tough to beat here.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Bristol, not completely symmetrical here. The corners are a little different, Baron, and it's something to be aware of.
It is, and I'll tell you, when I drive this track, I love that low line in 1 and 2, and I love the high line in 3 and 4, and that seems to be the fast way for me. You'll see guys only bottom feeding tonight. You'll see guys only on the roll, so there'll be different lines for all of them. Catching a guy's one thing, passing them's another.
Yeah, love the take from Mr. Baron Labosco. Right now, let's get into our K-T.org qualifying results. It's Mr. Dylan Connor on the point. He's in with a time of 15:117. On the outside of row number 1, it's Tyler Lem, the Rocket Man. Caleb Dyer will be starting third, along with last week's winner, Mr. Brian Cole, starting on the outside of row number 2. Then it's son Walker Cole starting 5th, and Uncle Adam Cole in 6th. So the Coles ever present in our top 6. Colin J. Kennedy, someone who's been joining us in the booth, doing a whale of a job in the booth, hoping for a big night out on the track. Colin J. will start 7th. Bo Ledbetter, so many wins for Bo out there. He cannot be slept on, that's for sure. He'll be starting in 8th position. Austin Miller will start in 9th with Jay Dubuque in 10th. Scott Olson in 11th, and Brad Ebley round out your 12-car field here at Bristol.
Interesting field. We got a lot of fast players in this field right now. Let's grab one of them and have a chat with Scott, shall we?
Absolutely.
Scott Olson, it's Baron in the booth. You got your ears on, buddy?
I do, Baron. How's it going tonight?
Really good. Good to see you out here tonight. Bristol, how you feeling about this track tonight? Starting shotgun in the field.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see how this one plays out. Small field tonight, not as much traffic as I was anticipating for this weekend, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Just going to try to keep the car clean and keep the stickers on it.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing how this plays out. Good luck to you tonight, Scott.
Go He Hut Machine.
Yeah, we decided to throw this together at our last moment, help the league out a little bit, and take on a race. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, good luck. Tear them loose, and let's go racing at Bristol, baby.
Sounds good, man. Thanks, guys.
All right, Scott Olson starting towards the back, but could work his way up here. Bristol, a unique track, something I think Scott Olson might like. I mean, not unique, but unique to late models.
Yeah, and we know that these late models like throttle. I can't think of a better place for throttle.
Absolutely. Here we go. Connor and Lem up front. Connor down and away, and he's drifting up a little bit there, trying to get a good angle in. Everybody clean down into one.
I swear, Dean, I thought I saw some wheel spin out of Tyler Lem there for a second. Interesting.
Yeah, you might have. Look like a little bit of movement up there.
Yep, so we'll get a little wiggling until the tire pressures come up, and then you can kind of expect these cars to get a little tight. So once these tire pressures come up, they'll get sorted out single file, and then we'll see where the lines fall.
You see here Brian kind of running the middle, Walker running a little lower. Brian, with that momentum, takes it down to the bottom side. In front of him, it looks like Dyer making a move on Lem for second.
Yep, he clears him there on the low line, so Lem will attempt to come back using that high line momentum, but looks like a little bit of a block thrown there, and give that position to Caleb Dyer.
All right, Caleb Dyer looking for that elusive win, the 17 up into second. Dylan Connor out front. It's Lem back there, and then father's son, Brian Cole, Walker Cole, doing battle.
Yep, Colin J. Kennedy in 6th place. Adam Cole, Uncle Cole, if you call him that, in the 83 machine. Sponsor the pole award for the K-T.org charity. He's out there in 7th. And then Austin Miller making early gains from the back of the field.
And I don't know if you noticed, Baron, but the Jack Daniels back on that machine.
Yeah, and he's got the traditional black scheme. I like what Austin's done here tonight. So let's see if he can't keep this thing straight and get it into victory lane.
Approval from the booth. Not hard to get. Just put some booze on your car and you're going to get some approval.
I'm easily swayed.
So here we go, lap 8 of 150, and this already has a green flag feel to it, Baron. What are the keys here with as far as tires? Is it going to be a concern out here?
No, it sure will be. So as the fuel burns off, these cars will become tight, and you'll see guys migrate to the top to maintain their speed as these laps click off. We're only 9 of 150, so not yet, but you should see that start to take effect somewhere in the 30s range. You'll see guys start moving up top.
So these guys at the back may be just saving a bit, as a 77 of Olson in his He-Hut machine getting a little loose there.
Yep. So he's and you'll see guys, the smart ones anyways, managing those tires. We'll see how it plays out.
looks like up here. The 83 Adam Cole also getting a little loose, so we could have a little bit of a loose condition out there, which would be interesting going forward. See who manages that and see who makes it worse, Baron.
Yeah, so we'll see what kind of steering inputs are getting these cars through the track. That's going to wear out that right front a little bit. A lot of throttle time, as we discussed, on these cars, so people are going to have to manage that right rear and that right front.
Well, how do you do that, Baron? Now, at a place like Bristol, is it high line, low line? How hard do you drive in? How can you manage, say, your right front?
Well, I don't know, with the speeds, how well you can manage it. I will say this. My motto is always put it where they ain't. So, if you've got a guy in front of you who's running the middle, like you see Brian here, I would make him pick a line with a pass, or at least show him a pass so that he'd have to pick a line. Get him off his speed, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Brian's running right where I like to go. I mean, I'm middle in, low off, but I like the line he's running for the longevity of the car, Baron.
Yeah, and Walker's right there with him. So Walker probably not in the mood really to pressure Dad, but he's running in his tracks, and I think if push came to shove, it looks like Walker's car is working a little bit better, a little bit lower, and then as I say that, he hits the wall. So there's Booth Jinx right there for you.
Absolutely, just right on time. Dylan Connor, your race leader here, lap 17 at 150. Dyer in second back here, and he is coming, I do believe, along with Lem.
Well, lap times are pretty even now between first and second. They ran the best lap time. They're within 6 1,000ths of a second of each other. So, it's monkey see, monkey do right now between first and second.
Well, let's go to the last lap's fastest time. And guess who? Mr. Bo Ledbetter.
And are we really shocked by that?
No, Bo, the one thing about Bo is not only is he talented, he's a high I rating guy, but he knows what he's doing. And here, you take about 20 laps, you ease into it, and then you're better for the next 50, Baron.
Yeah, and he's doing what a lot of, like you said, high I rating guys are doing. He's keeping that car where Colin isn't, right? He's got a lot of downforce on the front end, and at this track, that's going to matter because of the high speeds, and he's using that to his advantage. So Colin, is going to do what he can to hold him off. It looks like he just let him go there. So
now it's funny, Baron. I'm noticing some sparks out of Colin J. Kennedy's machine a couple of times there, and you see him there again. Now it seems like it might be just his car. Or no, they're coming out all cars. So this is a setup issue here, Baron. Is this problematic or no?
Yeah, it's hitting the track. So, that causes a tight condition. So, what you're seeing there, for the viewers who don't know about iRacing, this is suspension hitting the track, the sparks. If it was just a splitter issue, splitters would hit the track, and then they was kind of in iRacing, those kind of disappear. But if you're seeing actual sparks come out, that's frame or undercarriage hitting the track at some point in there, and that will cause a tight condition.
Yeah, if you look right underneath Bo Ledbetter's car, right in the middle of this corner number 1 here, you'll just faintly see them there, and there they were.
Yeah, that's on landing where the car's compressing into the track due to the speed, and that chassis is hitting the cement, literally just diving onto the cement there. And if we get an in-car, you might see the wheel shake a little bit as they do that. So we'll see.
If it does here. So right in here in particular, the middle of this corner.
Yep. Yeah, see, it jostled. So he did feel a little bit of a bump. You notice the wheel counter steers somewhere in the center of the turn, and it's that's from the chassis unloading, and he's catching the car. Right there. See it?
Yeah,
yep.
it's definitely bouncing around. It's not too dramatic, but it is there. And it's going to cause some of these guys problems, as they're going to wonder how they can get rid of it and maybe not understand that it is, in fact, bottoming out.
Yeah, and it could be that they're waiting for the tires to blow up. So as these cars continue to take laps, the heat in the tires, the air will actually expand. It will cause the car to actually grow a little bit off the track because the tires are blowing up. And you'll see that clearance finally you'll see those sparks disappear because we're just getting that much more clearance from the tires blowing.
So Dyer here, slowly but surely working on our leader, Dylan Connor. I like what I'm seeing from the 17. He's really sticking to that low line, Baron.
Yeah, and you'll notice Connor is as well. So for these two guys right there on that yellow line is where they want to be. Let's see how long they can maintain it. This is the point of the race where the wheel for the tires to start to do a little give up. You'll see some times start to slide a little bit with drivers, and we'll see lines start to change. So these two, though, pretty much in lockstep.
So as these two battle, we'll go back and see the progress on Bo Ledbetter here as he starts to run down the 10 of Walker Cole. So no surprise, Bo right on the bottom as well, and he's starting to come.
Yeah, and it would appear that this is where he likes to be. So he's had opportunities to run high even after he's made passes, and this is just not his spot. He wants to be on the bottom.
Yeah, we've traditionally, you'll see a high line not only from beginning, but definitely develop here at Bristol. But late models may be a little different here, Baron.
Yeah, he's managing to carry that speed out of these turns, where a lot of guys haven't figured that out yet, and you'll see him as he advances.
Great side continues for now, but it's going to be over here in a second.
Yeah, and it'll take him a few laps to manage the pass. He's just a tenth quicker each time through, but he'll give Walker some room here, even though he could clear himself, and then he'll probably take that spot as he goes through the last part of this turn here.
And that's the difference in the turns that we talk about as well, Baron, isn't it? Like one has a little more room to get it done, and one's a little tighter.
Yeah, you'll see guys, they'll manage that low line through 1 and 2, and it gives them a straight shot off. But 3 and 4, it's not exactly a straight shot off. You have to have the car pointed in the right direction, or that wall will creep up and bite you.
Looks like Dubuque there getting a little bit loose. So the 65 out here in trouble. And he's way down on the track here. Is maybe a little bit nervous with all these cars coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of leaders going on by, and he's trying to stay out their way.
So Connor and Dyer continuing to inch in on Dylan Connor. Tyler Lem up in third. The Rocket Man trying to close in. Brian Cole, last week's winner, in fourth. Now the 15 machine this year, and if anybody manages his stuff, it's Brian, but he looks a little loose off, Baron.
Yeah, it's a little nervous getting out the turn on him. So the 15 not exactly happy with it. And you've seen Dean, he's still in the middle in 3 and 4, but it looks like the last few laps he's moving around a little bit to find some speed. He was on the low line here in 1 and 2. He's back up in the middle, so.
Yeah, if it's one thing you have to do at Bristol is adjust. You know, as the sun goes down, as the track gets some rubber built in it, it will change on you, and you got to go and find it.
You do, and it will go. It'll be wrecking loose at the beginning of the race, and it'll go plowing tight in the end of the race. So maybe that Brian's car is going through that transition now.
Kennedy and Miller now showing up 2 spots. Now, we've seen what Miller can do on your standard short track, rolling those centers. Is this a beneficial track for him or no? Well,
clearly it is, because they are producing speeds. He and Kennedy are both equal to the leader right now, or the leaders. So whatever they're doing is working. It's hard telling, though, Dean. I mean, everybody's a little different here, you know?
Bo Ledbetter on the move now underneath of Brian Cole. So Bo Ledbetter, a third of the race in here. We're on lap 47 to 150, and he's picked off another one. He's up 4 spots.
Yeah, Bo's making his name heard as he breaks into that top 5 position. He's in 4th now. Hasn't got off the bottom. So he's been on the bottom the whole time, and he's just picking them off.
Well, I wonder if Brian will pick something up from him here, because that's standard procedure, is it not, Baron? Someone's a little bit better than you get behind them and see what they're doing.
Yeah, I absolutely do. Teach me something here, because Bo's setting sail on everybody here, and he hasn't come off the bottom.
And I see Brian is now going down lower. Now he's exiting that corner a little earlier, but it seems like he's going lower and lower each and every lap, trying to match Bo Ledbetter.
Yeah, I think he needs to back this corner up a little bit more before that'll work for him. Looks like he's coming out of the turn higher on apex, and he's bringing Walker and everybody else back to him.
Yeah, he's, I said the middle was good for him and good for the car, but these are late models, a little different. And these three cars, Walker Cole, Austin Miller, Colin J. Kennedy, are right there now, and they are not only coming, they're going to get by him, I think.
Yeah, they're noticeably faster than Brian right now, yep.
So Brian Cole not liking it here at Bristol so far.
Yeah, and it's difficult, right? This is a new platform. Last week we were in super lates. This is a faster track now, so these cars love throttle. He may not have, practices everything. He may not have gotten enough time in.
So Walker goes by, Miller going by. Here comes Colin J. And these three are nose to tail. They got to get by this, and then they're going to resume their own battle. Who would have thought we'd say that, Baron? They got to get by Brian Cole?
Well, and so we've seen Brian Cole play possum before. He could be playing a long game here, Dean.
Well, he very well could be. I mean, it could be a fuel mileage thing. It could be a tire thing. Who knows? We've seen, trickery out of the vets before, and it could be Brian Cole doing that. I don't think that's not what I'm witnessing, but when am I ever right, Baron?
Well, we are 100% wrong 100% time. But I noticed just the way he's coming out of turns, it's not pointed as straight as the other guys. So if he's meaning to do it, it's working.
Yeah, totally agree. He seems to be running a different line than everybody on the track.
Yeah, he really does. So now Austin and Walker side by side. Colin looking for an opening, and battle for 6 is raging.
Yeah, these guys really doing battle. Walker trying everything he can to hold on. Just realized he can't do it. He'll fall in line.
So Dylan Connor up front just pulled a 7, and everybody else is in the high 15s and 16s now. So tire wear becoming a thing.
Well, we know being up front, even in these cars, is an advantage. That clean air, somehow you can just race your line, be gentle with it, and you save tire, don't you, Baron?
You sure do. And you'll see here, look at Colin Kennedy passing Austin Miller there. So Colin finding a little speed here late in this run.
Yeah, Colin looking real good here. The 3's on the move. He moves up into 5th. Bo Ledbetter way out in front of him now. He's got by these guys a little while ago, and he is starting to stalk Tyler Lem. Now, they're running virtually identical times, so it's going to be hard for him here. We'll see at the line. Maybe we'll get into a little lap history here, Baron, and just see.
Yeah. So lap 63 of the event, and tires are now an issue with these guys. They won't blow on them. Don't worry about that. We're not going to get a flat, but they are wearing.
So it looks like he's been faster the last 4 laps. So he is definitely catching Lem. Now about 2 seconds back. Let's see our little graph, see if that confirms it. I mean, it looks pretty even there, Baron.
Sure does, yeah. Yeah, interesting. Well, I mean, things are evening out. So that time round, Lem a 91, Bo Ledbetter an 89. So not significant, but it is a little bit of a diminished gap. So
Dylan Connor still fastest on the track, but last lap, Colin J matched him. So Colin J really on the move here, and he matched him again. So our leader and the 5th car, the number 3 Colin J, both running identical times out here.
Yeah, interesting. But now Dylan's caught some laugh traffic, so that's going to slow him up a little bit anyways.
Oh, and Brian Cole. That did not, he is pitting
Pit
here early. So I thought he blew an engine, but that was a little brake smoke there out of the tires. And he hits pit road. How interesting is that?
a little bit earlier than halfway. You'll see some other guys start to pick up what Brian's done. Here comes, here comes Ledbetter. Yep. And
your leader
Dylan
comes in.
Connor. Yep.
Wow,
So we
everybody covering off here, Baron. The leaders didn't like that move by Brian Cole. They covered that quick.
Yeah, he forced their hand. He said, "Look, I'm losing time, and I need to do something. So do something different, right?" And everybody else started to follow him.
I mean, if I was Dylan, I had a bit of a lead on these guys. I'd probably turn another 5 laps, but hey, that's just me.
Well, he's got the opportunity to call his shot. That's the cool part about it. Looks like he's taking 4 tires, full fuel. He's going to be coming out.
And he is coming out behind Bo Ledbetter. So Bo with less tires. Ledbetter, I don't know. That's a 45-second stop. I mean, he must be a lap behind almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, indeed he is. So I thought he beat him out, but a little bit of, I don't know, misvision? Is that a word, Baron?
I don't think it is, but I like it, so let's use it.
I like it too. There's the He-Hut machine, the Scooters He-Hut machine.
Yeah, Scott Olson getting his service and getting down, getting away. So he's one of the last ones on pit row.
Now, Baron, you've gone and looked at the old Scooters He-Hut on Facebook, and it's got some pretty cool models he's making over there.
He does. Looks like he's got a nice little hobby going on there.
All right, so our new race leader, Tyler Lem, the Rocket Man, here at the halfway mark. He stays out on the track. Now, caution probably out of the question with the small field, but if he does get one, boy, oh boy, even Dylan Connor would be a lap down. Adam Cole comes in. Brad Ebley going to follow him in.
So here we go. We got the last of the Mohicans showing up on pit row here. So let's see how this plays out now.
Well, it's Lem, Kennedy, and Austin Miller on the track still. Those 3, the only ones out here. Everybody else a lap down.
So a yellow flag means calamity for the rest of the field here.
It absolutely does, and it can happen. It has happened. And boy, oh boy, when you're one of those 3, do you love it?
Yeah, exactly. So now they're all in, right? They're going to run them dry here, hoping that somebody brings out the caution flag and traps 4th place on back a lap down or more.
Well, that's exactly right. And you do have to do that, don't you, Baron? There's no sense in coming in now. You put yourself in a tough spot if you pit. But a caution here anywhere in the next 40 laps, and they're in good shape.
Yeah, and like you said, Dean, if we came in now, all that work we did for the hard charge all the way through the field with the older tires, it's all for naught. So, speaking of which, here comes Austin Miller.
Well, this is not too late, so I kind of like this from Austin. Now, he's going to have to be perfect from here, though, and really be better than everybody each and every lap. And that'll be the same for Lem and Kennedy if they try to come in now. So Lem, your leader. There's a look at Kennedy not far back. Kennedy running faster time, so he is catching up to Lem. Dylan Connors up to 3rd, a lap down, though, to our leaders.
Yeah. So he's hoping this thing goes green.
And he is right behind Lem right now, so yeah, he's going to get that lap back. I'm not sure where Colin J is in this mix.
He'll get one of his laps back here. Yeah.
Little wiggle there from Connor, but he's going to be just fine, and on he goes. So back on the lead lap, so even a caution won't hold down Connor completely. Miller somehow has shot his way up to 4th through those pit stops, so great job by him. Let's go see on our pit board and see what Miller did. Only a 34-second stop for him, along with Walker Cole and Adam Cole. So, yeah, 2 tires perhaps.
Yeah. Full fuel, 2 tires. Bristol not disappointing here. Everybody's on the bottom, Dean. I would have thought everybody would be on the top by this point.
See see if we add in this pit time here. And yeah, you can see it, 12-3. Very interesting. Always a concern in this series too, Baron, is did they get the fuel in the car?
Yeah.
Lem, your race leader still. And now Colin J right there with him. Here comes Miller to get his, or Brian Cole, I guess, trying to get his lap back.
These guys all 2 laps down? Because I think Connor's just 1 now.
Yeah, I believe that's the case. I mean, it must be, right? There's no way Brian Cole made that kind of progress through the pits.
Right. No, I think he's 2 laps down. Now he's 1 lap going past the leader. So the only one on his lap is Colin J. Kennedy.
Well, and Colin J just took the lead away from Lem, so
he did. Yep.
The 3 machine strong on the long run here, and he's got 60 laps to go. Dare I say it? Is there a possibility he can make it here, Baron?
I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think there's a chance to make it. No green, no yellow flags. I don't see this being a way around. We'll find out, right?
We'll definitely find out. There's no doubt about that. So for the guys who pitted, you got Connor. He's got about over a 2.5 second lead over Austin Miller. Another 2.5 back to Walker Cole and Adam Cole right there. Brad Ebley has moved his way up into 7th, so good for Brad here. And Lem's coming in.
Yeah, so Lem's in. He got passed by Colin. He said, look, I'm going to go get fresh tires. And he's going to force Colin J to play his hand out now.
All right, we'll stay with Lem here and see what he does. He's getting right sides. Looks like he's going to grab lefts as well. Yes, indeed he will. Here comes Colin J. So pitting on lap 94. Not sure they're going to have enough time to make up the time they do, but I kind of like it. I mean, they gave themselves an opportunity to grab a caution. And on top of that, if you're going to pit late, Baron, I always say, like, why pit 2 laps after a guy? Let's make it 5 or 10 minimum, right? Like on a bigger track. This one maybe 15 or 20 and get a significant advantage with those tires.
Well, the last 2 have come off of pit row, and now we only have 3 cars a lap down now.
Yeah, that's Brian Cole, Caleb Dyer, and Jay Dubuque. Not sure what happened. Caleb was having one heck of a night. Good night. And Brian Cole as well. So problems on pit road, I would guess.
It would appear, yeah, the black flag situation.
So Dylan Connor, your race leader here. Looking like a green flag event in the Scooters He Hut 150. Kennedy now only a second back. And boy, Colin J continues to fly around this track.
It's great to see him with some speed tonight, Dean. He said he loves Bristol, so.
Absolutely. Love what I'm seeing from him. Austin Miller, your 3rd place driver, and he looks like he's found it out here. Well, he had it from the beginning, actually, so he's up 6 and into 3rd position, only 4 seconds off our leader. Walker Cole sitting in 4th. It's Adam Cole 5th. Brad Ebley in 6th. Tyler Lem falls back to 7th. Should have some fresher rubber, though. And what happened to Bo Ledbetter back in 8th position here?
Yeah, not sure what happened there. Looks like Bo found some trouble somewhere somehow.
See if we can find something on Bo, but not seeing a whole lot.
Yeah, interesting.
And there's their leader, Dylan Connor, right behind him.
Wow, he's having a night, right? He got out in front, sat on the pole out in front, and hasn't really looked back, has he?
Well, he hasn't, but he better start looking back because a half second behind him, here comes Colin J working on Brian Cole.
And Cole's a lap down, so he should let that 3-car go.
Well, you'd think Olsen would let our leader by, but he's on the lead lap, so he's fighting for it right now. And he's kind of holding up our leader, allowing Colin J to even close in quicker.
Yeah, he sure is. So Scott Olson proving himself to be a tough pass here.
Yeah, and you can't blame a guy who's on the lead lap for putting a little fight up against your leader, Baron.
No,
I mean,
not if you're.
you can.
If you're the first car a lap down, yeah, you go fight. You know.
Absolutely.
Because here
And
comes
that's
the
the
15.
unfortunate thing. Now the second car comes through and he moves over and lets him go. Now, when you're leading a race, that'll tick you off to no end, but it's fair play, Baron.
It is. Yeah, it truly is. There's no sense in fighting the second place guy. He's no consequence to you. That leader's gone by. Now, his battle's with the 15 machine.
So we got ourselves a race. Connor and Kennedy slugging it out. 44 laps left here in the Scooters He-Hut 150.
Yeah, and Colin Kennedy has found something. He has really picked up the pace here, where he is.
Caution on the track! Shakes everything up. Caleb Dyer.
Oh, wow. Caleb with a rough night.
And if those guys would have stayed out just another 10 laps, Baron, my goodness.
Yeah, well, that's why you race all of them, Dean.
I suppose so. Caleb Dyer, let's see what happened here. So all alone on the track here. Come out of the corner. Everything looks all right. Oh, and a big wiggle on entrance. What happened there? I mean, our cameraman headed up into the stands to find out what he could, and nothing he could see up there.
Let's get an in.
Might have got a couple underskirts.
Can we get an in-car?
Yeah, we can get an in-car.
Let's get an in-car here. Let's take a look here. Yep.
So you looked a little strange on that entrance, actually. That looked purposeful, Baron.
It sure did.
I mean, there's no other way to say it. That looked like a, you know what? Left, right, I'm out of here.
It's kind of the reason why I asked for the in-car there.
So, Caleb, very suspicious behavior there. Scott Olson hits pit road, so good for him. Last car in the lead lap, always smart to do that. I mean, I'm surprised Ledbetter, Lem, Ebley, any of those guys didn't come in. I mean, if you're in the back part of the lead lap, why not, Baron?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. You got the tires.
I mean, and he didn't take tires, so maybe there's no tires. I mean, they probably only had one set of tires, so that would explain that, I guess.
Sure.
We're all shook up here after Caleb Dyer shook up his car and caused a caution. Not saying it was, but it certainly had the look of suspicion there, Baron.
Shaken, not stirred. Is that a Blue Moon car right there on Dylan Connor? Let's take a look at the hood of that machine.
Not sure if I can get a look here.
Can you get a hood shots?
Apparently not right now. We got to get someone in front of him. I could look back on him.
Keep scrolling down there. Yeah, they took it away. All right.
Yeah, they're not all on every one, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Looks like Blue Moon. Interesting.
You got a little fascination with the Blue Moon, Baron?
I don't, but I like beer. So.
There you go.
So.
Being up here in Canada, I'm not familiar with it, so never heard of the Blue Moon beer.
It is a wheat brewed beer.
Well, all right then.
Yep. So, for those of you with gluten allergies, you want to stay away from this one.
I think everybody's got a gluten allergy nowadays, don't they?
I don't know. I never heard of gluten until about 5 years ago. So.
Girlfriend?
No.
Anyway, here we go. Connor, Kennedy, Walker Cole, Austin Miller. We're down and away. Connor with a quick start. Good job by him. And Colin J now sets sail. He's had speed. He was already there. I don't know if he's going to like fresh tires or not. He seemed to like the older ones.
Well,
he's got Austin Miller all over him.
You took the words out of my mouth. You can't be too patient here because here comes a 42.
And wow, Colin J says, no, you're not taking that spot. And he just threw it in there, a little touch of the wall by all of them.
All three of them hit the wall. Monkey see, monkey do.
So as these boys have to race their hearts out, Dylan out front kind of just managing his stuff. 35 laps to go, and Dylan Connor looks like the man.
He does. And Colin's a little closer to him now thanks to the restart, but he was tracking him down before the yellow came out. So let's see what Colin can get done here.
And he's starting to move away from Austin Miller, so Colin not done here whatsoever. He just set the fastest lap of the race, or his best lap of the race.
Yep. So, and those are older tires he did on too. So he's actually a little bit faster that time than the 92 machine. Let's see what the splits look like now. Yeah, Colin faster again by 5/100. So he is actually moving towards the front of this field.
Yeah, last 3 laps, he's pulling them in. Although it is small increments, he's got to get there, Baron, and you got to get there quick because you're going to need 20 laps to work on them.
Yeah, and you're right, Dean. Like catching him's one thing, passing him's another. But I think Colin's got the rhythm of the track down. I don't know that once he catches him, it's going to be much of a problem to pass him.
I mean, he is just quicker lap after lap after lap. Behind them, Walker Cole really working on Austin Miller here. They are really fighting, and he just cannot get that nose underneath him.
Yeah, Austin matching him step for step here. So it's, again, one thing to catch him, another pass him.
Bo Ledbetter's been brought back into this race. These guys shouldn't have done that. You never know what the 87 can do. He's fighting Adam Cole. Adam on that high side, probably going to be in a bit of pain here, stuck up there.
Well, we'll see. Adam's done a great job holding off Bo here. And Bo giving him a lot of respect. Adam off the wall a little bit there. So let's see if Bo can complete the pass here in 1 and 2, move up and take that spot. Nope, gives it back to him. Yep. Really nice.
It's unfortunate because he's getting trapped. If he doesn't get in behind Bo, he might be behind the next 3, Baron.
Yeah, exactly. So Adam doing everything he can to not sacrifice that position.
So 25 to go. This battle raging on here for 5th position. Up front, Kennedy now to the back of the number 92, Dylan Connor. Yeah,
so and Dylan saw that coming, right? That didn't sneak up on him. He saw it coming lap after lap.
Now, if you see someone coming like that, Baron, what are you doing as a leader? Are you trying to manage? What's your pray? What is it?
Go like hell, right? Go like hell. Because once he catches you, now you got to play defense, and you'll slow us both down doing that. But Colin's there.
Yeah, he is there, and he is looking to get by our leader. If I can get the camera on right, and I don't think I can. So back to this action. Colin J to the inside, looking for the lead over Dylan Connor. Definitely going to get it. He's got position here. If he just doesn't wiggle, he'll get it in a few laps. Dylan Connor, though, rocking the outside right now.
Yeah, and Dylan's just drawing a nice, easy line there on the high line, just keeping Kennedy pinned down there. But Kennedy's getting a great launch out of 3 and 4, Dean. He's really got that left rear tire on the apron there. It's really helping him go out. Right there. Notice that? That's really, really fast.
I did, but he's a little pinned there as well. So Connor's doing everything he can. It's just not enough, Baron.
Smart race car driver. He's doing everything he can to hold the position, and he sees that launch the 3 machine is getting. Now he clears himself. So.
And he's trying to cross a block throw-on. Could be contact. And there is contact. Around he goes. Great save. No, up into Walker Cole after hitting Austin Miller. And boy, oh boy.
You hate it for him.
We're going home on the hook tonight.
You hate it for him.
Let's get a look in it. You can see it coming, Baron. So here he goes down the track to the block. Now, if you're going to the block, this is what happens. I'm not sure that was wise, but it's late in the race, Baron. I mean, blocks are allowed. It's a tough call there, boy.
Yeah.
And Miller from second place coming on to pit road. He had some contact there in that incident, so I guess he's got to get that car checked out.
Yeah. That's unfortunate for a lot of the front runners. So it's short track racing right there, I
And
guess.
Colin back at the front here. I don't know if this is anger, if this is penalties, but the lucky dog can't get by because these guys are having a discussion. That's going to be Brian Cole. I don't know how many times Brian Cole's been the lucky dog, but he is tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he just didn't have it tonight. And Colin J up there, I'm wondering if he's sorting something out with admin right now.
He may be, or he may be getting a wave around because he is showing on the lead lap, but he's at the tail end, Baron. So he might be waiting for that 2 to go. He'll get a wave around and head to the back of the field. But if you're Dylan Connor, I'd say stay clear of him.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage on that 3 machine. That's a little bit more, right?
That was so unfortunate.
Looks like Walker Cole behind him. He's got the. Looks like he's
got a
duck footing
muscle
that
shirt
thing.
on, that's
Yeah,
all.
he's got a duck footing out there.
He wants to show the pipes a little bit.
Yep. Sun's out, guns out, or front tires out, anyways.
What a turn of events. A little bit of drama here in the Raid Furniture Mart Late Model Tour. Tyler Lem apparently has crashed under caution, but I think that's just driving low, Baron.
Yeah. So Bo Ledbetter's in 5th right now, and
Dylan Connor going to the back. So penalty being issued. Walker Cole will assume the lead. Wow, Walker out front.
Yeah, and they'll be together again because Colin J. Kennedy is going to get this wave around.
My goodness. So Walker Cole, Adam Cole, the Rocket Man, Tyler Lem, and Bo Ledbetter will be your front 2 rows as this field, our number 1 and 2 cars go to the back.
Yep. So they'll be together again when they get there.
Such tragedy. It just, it's unnecessary, really, Baron. Second place, letting another guy have a first is it's okay. And but ending up in 8th and 9th in a 12-car field for these two is just a bad day.
Yeah. Perfectly good charge ruined. You hate to see it. We'll let the admin sort out what's going on between the two of them, but right now 2 new leaders, Dean.
Here we go. Walker down and away. Like I said, with the muscles showing there, the 2 front tires out. The Krispy Kreme machine, 14 to go. Adam Cole right there. Bo Ledbetter now surging late in this race. He can smell it and says, hey, you want to let me in this thing? I'm going to come take it.
Yeah, and I think Lem is a little injured right now, so he's not got enough speed to hold off the 87. And the 87 really kind of barreling forward to track down the 10.
Absolutely. 13 to go. He's got to get clear quick, and Adam Cole is not going to let that happen. He is going to fight every inch of the way, and he's doing a whale of a job on the high side. The 83 really powering through those corners. He may have found something, Baron.
Well, by necessity, right? If he doesn't, he's getting past.
That's how you always find it. I mean, this necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Yep, and he's found a high line here for himself. So
wow, what
the 87?
Job.
Yeah,
the 83 of Mr. Adam Cole rocking the high side, holding off multiple time winner Bo Ledbetter. Impressive. Walker Cole 10 to go to hold off Uncle Adam.
So these two battle, and Walker's walking away. It's something where if we got one of them to get unharassed, he might be able to catch the 10.
It may be, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. One last push here from the 83 as he seems to gain in a little bit quicker than Walker that time by.
And don't count Tyler Lem out. He is right in the mix here.
Definitely in the mix. And we just seen what happened when these cars get real close together, running hard. It could happen again.
Well, I think these guys, yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
So Walker Cole coming down, 6 to go. Still out there, still leading. Adam Cole holding the other 2 at bay. Doesn't look like anybody's got anything for Walker. I mean, my goodness, Walker got out here and said, "You're going to give me the lead? I've been fighting for everything I got. Have you seen my car?"
His tires are cooler than everybody else's, Dean. He's got no fenders.
That could be. There's no doubt about that. 4 to go here in the Scooters He-Hut 150.
Interesting. Poor Walker's got really cool tires, keeping the temp down.
Yeah, he brought his own cooling system.
Yeah, he sure did. Got him out there just catching air.
So Bo now trying to make a move. Too little, too late here with 3 to go. Walker Cole just got to keep it clean at this point, and he's going to have it. 2 to go.
Yep, 2 to go, and it looks like Walker, if, barring a catastrophe, might be able to seal this up. He'll steal this win from what should have been Dylan Connor or Colin Kennedy. What a shame out here, you know.
Well, shame for them, but here we go. White flag. Tyler Lem down under low better. Will stay with this battle as Walker Cole wins. The battle's over, so Walker Cole down through 3 and 4, and he'll take the victory in the Scooters He-Hut 150.
That's
Adam
pretty
Cole
cool.
second, Bo Ledbetter, Tyler Lem, and Scott Olson in the He-Hut machine gets a top 5. Nice job.
That's awesome, yeah. Yep, pretty interesting stuff there. Can't wait for interviews.
Uncle Adam giving a little tap there,
Yep.
and yeah, that's a beat up car in victory lane, and I don't think there's anything more satisfying than having a broken up car and taking it to victory lane, Baron.
I think it's great. Yeah, you know, sometimes you think you're out of it, and boom, you're in it. And look at this checkered flag.
Man, and it's Krispy Kreme time. I still don't have any, Baron.
Free Krispy Kreme donuts to everybody tomorrow because of your winner tonight. Yeah,
For the next 5 minutes. You got to get there now,
You got-
folks.
right now.
Use the code WindTunnelTV. See how that works for you.
They'll be happy to hand you a glazed donut.
All right, let's go to a quick commercial. Come back, get interviews with our top 3 finishers. Back here at Bristol, where the results are in. And it looks like it was Walker Cole taking victory out here. And you see down in 7th, Colin J, 6th, Dylan Connor. Those two not going to be happy at all, Baron. And I think we're going to bring in Colin J here and get a little word with him. Colin J Kennedy, got your ears on? Sadly, he does. Colin, I don't want to put you on the spot. Take a deep breath before you speak here, but what happened and how you feeling?
Well, I can tell you I ain't feeling the greatest. I should have won this race, but just not respect given back after I give him respect when I pass for him. Just shows that sometimes that even if you race people clean, they're not going to race you clean back. So showed off that I definitely have some talent here. Saved tires, had a blast, drove back through the field, almost passed him again. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Baron, what you got for Colin here?
Well, Colin, we've all been there one way or another. You race enough laps and you turn enough time with any machine, and you're gonna run into a situation like this. Look, you're the fastest car on the track, my man. You mowed them down one by one. You got to the front. You proved you deserved it, and it just didn't work out for you, buddy. So, there's a lot of racing left in this season.
Yeah, I'm just asking for some respect and maybe even a give back from him. But truthfully, with how he races, I don't think that will even happen. He thinks that he's the hot stuff just because he qualifies up front of
Well,
it.
let's not get too aggressive with it. I agree with you. He took you out. It's a little bit hard. You did come down and block him. Talk a little bit about that as you got by him there.
Block him there. I was just ensuring them that I was going to the inside lane no matter what. He had a run on me, and so I gave him the outside lane, which is where he had been running.
Yeah, no, that's fair, Colin. I just wanted to give you a chance to take that side of it as well. I mean, you have all the right in the world late in the race to take it down. You showed you were a faster car. We thought you had a hell of a race. You know we love you, man, and we're sorry to put you on the spot here. Get a little heated reaction from you, but man,
Out of the
tough.
infield care center, right? We're just
Yeah,
stick a
yeah.
mic in his face when he's got a headache.
Yeah, it's tough, man, and we'll come back at you. We'll get you in the booth, and you'll get your win, brother. So.
Yeah, pull your best Taylor Swift and shake it off, buddy.
I'm my best.
Yes, sir.
Don't pull it too long, Colin.
Yeah, well, we'll see how next week goes.
Oh boy. All right, that's Colin J. Kennedy, our not third place finisher, possible winner here, finishing down in 7th. Pretty
Yeah.
dejected, Baron, and no doubt he's got cause for that.
Yeah, for sure. And look, listen. Again, you race enough laps, you turn. You race around guys. You expect a little something out of them. You don't get it. It's always disappointing. Of course, he had a finish where he should have finished better, and I get his disappointment. He don't win. He don't win every week like some of these guys do. And when he gets the opportunity to win one, boy, it feels like it was just stolen from him. So he'll be back. He's a good race car driver. He'll be back. He'll get another one.
He definitely will. And speaking of stealing, the 83 up there trying to steal this win away from Nephew Walker, and and the secondary maybe fending off the herd from getting at his nephew. But Adam, congratulations, great job here in the K-T.org machine, finishing second.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dean. That was an absolute blast. Yeah, I feel like I definitely stole that. I've been burning up my right front. Everybody else was complaining about being loose, and my driving style, I had to take it so easy at the beginning. That's why I went to the back, trying not to burn my right front off. So fortunately how that worked out. But man, that was a blast racing with Bo towards the end, and I guess I'm gonna get the Ryan Newman reputation in the league because the outside's working out so far for me. So I'll take it.
No, you did a great job there. You're racing Bo Ledbetter. The guy is clearly a very fast race car driver, and he sniffs a possible win. He comes up, gets underneath you, and gets positioned. Everybody has completed the pass on the bottom. Here you are working the high side, and it just looked different when you were doing it, Adam. Did you find something there in those last 15 laps or so, or whatever it was, on the high side there? Or was it just, I don't want to die, so I'm going to go fast?
I think I saw the look in his eyes. He saw the front of the field, and yeah, Bo's one of the, best of this late model. He's proven that, and I knew I could race him clean. So I was like, if I just back my corner up, because I knew I had worn my right front too much, so I just backed my corner up enough to where I could keep him pinched down towards the bottom, and you can stay in the throttle so much if you can just keep it somewhat low with somebody under you. That was your best shot, and I knew he was going to race me clean, so that was my best shot, and luckily it worked out.
Yeah, well, it definitely worked out. Second place finish. Now, I believe, were you second last week as well, Adam?
Third last week.
Third.
Those other two Coles had to remind me that every time we finish 1, 2, 3, I'm the 3 part.
Well, I mean, I almost got to ask about Brian, but I don't think I will. I'll leave Brian out of this, so the odd Cole out, if you will. But congratulations to you, Adam. A great finish here in second. Anybody you want to thank? Anything you want to say at all, you go right ahead.
Man, thanks so much for y'all for putting on the broadcast. They're a enjoyment to watch each and every week. And congratulations to Walker. He had to earn that at the end. I was giving everything I had, and I knew Bo was going to be there, so he did an awesome job 2 weeks in a row. And I want to thank the KT Support Group, k-t.org, Furniture Mart, America's Mattress, Sellers Racing, and new sponsor on the car, J Brand's Original Barbecue Sauce. Jeff Brand here, local guy here in Roxborough, and so any locals you need to check out, you need to try out his barbecue sauce, because it has fueled me to 2 podium finishes already.
All right. Awesome job by Adam Cole, Baron. And all of a sudden, I want barbecue. Maybe barbecue sauce on a donut? I don't know.
Damn, it sounded good.
It sounds damn
Sounded
good.
real good.
And that was our second place finisher, Adam Cole.
Yeah, and the first place finishers here with me, Walker Cole out here. Walker, congratulations on the win. I know the fans listening to us are going to appreciate their free Krispy Kreme donut when they drop the Wind Tunnel TV promo code. How you feel about your win tonight, buddy?
Oh, it was definitely kind of handed to me, but I was there up front. But them Colin and Dylan getting together definitely kind of helped me win the race. But I hate it for them too. They were both really fast, and Colin had new tires. I'm sure he would have won this race, but he was really fast there at the end. But that late contact kind of put me in the position to get my win. So it's definitely feels good to win, though.
Look, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right? And you got your opportunity, and you made the most of it. So talk about this season now. We've got super lates. We've got lates. You got to win in the late model. What do you feel about your super lates?
They're definitely 2 different cars. The Super Late model has so much more horsepower. They're a lot harder to drive. But these late models, especially on Bristol, I mean, you can hold it wide open around the whole track on your qualifying laps. But there at the end, you could definitely burn your right front off. I had 0% tread left on my right front when I pitted. I burnt it up so bad.
That's as close to a blown tire as you're going to get, right?
Yep, I dropped like a rock. And I got some tires and went back out there and tried to get as much track position as I could.
Yeah, so you did it great. You got the win, this first one of the new season. We're 2 weeks into it. Colin, anybody you want to thank? Colin, God. Walker, anybody want to listen to me? Walker, anybody you want to thank while you're out here, and shout out to anybody?
Yeah. Thank y'all for the broadcast, and Dad and Adam for doing the league, and Furniture Mart, America's Mattress, and that's about it.
Dean, first place driver here, Walker Cole. You got anything for him?
Well, I let him go, so no.
No,
that's a
cool.
little too late. But
All right.
I guess if anything, Baron, I was going to ask him if he considered it flashing, showing his tires so blatantly like that.
Yeah, that's borderline,
Inappropriate behavior.
I agree. Yeah, sun's out, guns out.
That's it. But what a great job. Another Cole on another night, getting another victory. So that's back-to-back races with at least first and second with the Coles up front. Great job by them. And I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Of course, we'll have all the coverage every Monday night, 9:20 p.m. It's the Raid Furniture Mart Late Model Tour. For myself, Dean Doucette, and for Mr. Baron Labosco, that wraps it up from Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll see you right here next time on Wind Tunnel TV.